All right, guys, time for the next installment of the Meet the Collection series. You guys have seen her before if you've watched all the videos that I've done. This is Callisto, and she hatched here on June 25th of 2016. She's a side-swipe Borneo short-tailed python. She also is genetic stripe, and then she also, both of her parents have ultra in their lineage, so there's some ultra of some kind likely floating around in here. Hi. She's a really nice peach head, which probably won't show up. Staring me down. I don't know where the camera is on this phone, so I'm always looking crazy because I don't know where the actual point is. There we go. She can be a bit huffy, which a lot of short tails can be. She doesn't typically back it up or anything like that, but she will huff and puff and make noise and let you know she's big and bad, but she's really not. She's really actually a sweet snake. She's very similar to her mother. Her mother is Electra. Her father is Spot On. Both of those snakes were produced by the blood cell. Spot On is a side swipe that carries the ultra gene in there and has some genetic striping. And then mom is a TBC stripe line girl who also carries what you need to make ultra, which we found out through breeding her. So her mom is what we call an F1, which is a first generation born in captivity from wild parents. So while she's a sweet snake to those she knows, she's very, very weary of strangers and very weary in general. It took me a long time to build a relationship with her. And her kids came out, piss and vinegar. These guys were pretty moody for about the first 6 months of their lives. And then, once they kind of realized that I don't mean them any harm and I'm not bothering them at all, they calmed right down. And so I have a great relationship with all four that I actually have from that same pairing. 3 from the same season, and then 1 I did the pairing again in 2018. So I had another baby from that. What are you looking at? But she's very observant of her surroundings. She's a very confident animal. One thing is she's really a big fan of water. And I actually have a natural creek outside. And if I take her outside during the summer, I have to corral her away from there because she knows where it is and she will go right in it and she'll throw herself right in the water, which she has done on several occasions. But I don't really like that since it's a wild water source. I prefer to keep her in something a little more controlled. One of these seasons, I am going to get a kiddie pool or something outside during the summer and see if she wants to swim around in that. These snakes are known to be into very swampy areas, so they are very at home in the water and swampiness and that kind of thing. And she just seems to be drawn to it more so than my others. As you can see, that side swipe basically erases the side pattern on these guys, especially in a very clean example such as herself. And it's the same thing on the other side. Some of them get this nice white that comes up on the belly that you can see. And then obviously with the striping, you can see she has a nice, pretty solid dorsal. She has a little bit of breakup right there. That's the easiest way to tell her and her brother Orion apart, is he's solid through there and she breaks up that little patch. And then Astra has a much different pattern than the two of them, but they all get that nice side color from their mother, the nice bright yellowish. She's a very high colored animal, and it's passed on to her offspring very well. So that's kind of what I'm working with them, is trying to really get that to be bright and nice. And so that's why the animals that I've selected as holdbacks have the nice striping, the nice clean sides, and then that really nice color that I like, that I want to bring out some more. So that's the goals here. But that's a little introduction to Astra. Any questions? To Callisto. Her sister's name is Astra. And if you haven't figured it out yet, with my Borneos for a while, I was going for kind of a celestial theme. So Callisto, I had a Bellatrix, Orion, Astra. Dio's an outlier, but I had him the longest, and I'm a big Ronnie James Dio fan, so that's where that came from. All right, guys, so Callisto and I are out. Happy Thanksgiving.